Yes, you're welcome to Y3 Kasa TV. My name is Mr. Jibril. Subscribe to the channel by clicking the button below. Go on Instagram, follow Mr. Jibril as well as Y3 Kasa TV on Instagram. We do interviews, we go for shows, anything entertainment, creative arts. This is the channel. You get everything. Today,
picture no.
We will take some.
God damn it.
Mohadu. I have Lekzy. Yeah, Lekzy. Yeah, thanks for coming on my show.
Oh, yeah,
First time.
I'm honored.
I've been with you for a while.
Yeah.
And I decided to
No, so
go to another side.
wow. Somebody might think we've been doing things the extreme way.
Okay. Internet for me there.
Yeah.
How is things going?
Oh, so far so good. COVID has made things quite slow, but whichever we still find a way, we found a way to manipulate our staff around it. As you can see today, 3 music awards.
Yeah.
They just inculcated comedy into it just to spice it up.
Yeah.
That shows the level of hard work we've been putting into the craft, and we are very appreciative.
Was it true that last year when they didn't bring you on board, you were not happy?
Oh no!
Your video you kind of a promo video like that. You were like, hey, no,
that video is this year. We took that video this year. Yeah.
So everything was
it was a well thought through plan. I think Sadiq is doing the most in this industry that we should commend him. I'm trying to what I want to tell him now is yes, he's focusing on music, but he's done his best by pushing us into his event. But it will be a very good idea to also invest into comedy, which he'll get his money back. The few people who have done that will testify to him that it's a lucrative business. It's a very lucrative business. Who doesn't want to laugh?
Yeah.
If you get the right people on your show and you do the right publicity, trust me, you
But why are people saying that Ghanaians don't love comedy and they don't like coming for comedy shows if it is lucrative?
It's a lie. And maybe the narrative then was that, but for the past 5 years, I'll say the narrative changed. And it all boils down to the collective effort from the rest of the comedians to make things work. Now we fill auditoriums. Foster Romanus has filled the National Theatre twice. I've done that twice. Obi and Ponsa has done the Snaps twice. DKB has done the National Theatre once, and Alisa Hotel. We even had to send people away because we had no room for people. Last December, I don't know if you saw the pictures flying all over. Just GH Comedy. We went to Kumasi. And the numbers were crazy.
I think also Takwa.
Over 2,000 people. So I would say GH Comedy has come a long way. There is still more room for improvement, but the progress so far and looking at the direction we are heading to, it looks very promising. It looks very promising. I won't lie to you.
I'm kind of I'm okay because sometimes
you mentioned that people don't pay to people pay. GH comedians are selling auditoriums. That many people don't know. I think those the few people enjoying us, I would say they are selfish because they don't want to tell other friends. They want to enjoy the goodies alone. But whichever way, anybody who gets to watch us the first time, just start as a fan. So I would say I would just entreat a few, not a few. We have a large number of people coming to advocate and tell other people about our stuff. That's how we can grow in numbers.
But there's this narrative that you are comedians and so you can say anything and go with anything. What's your take on that?
Well, comedy is a reflection of the things society cannot openly say, but in a funny way. We can say stuff. It's the hard truth. That's why somebody might tell a joke, and you'll be there this thing the guy talk it be true. Meaning he dug into a part of you that you've never paid attention to. We have bad jokes. There are days that you will not get it right. It won't sit down with you. We are not perfect. We are human. So we are not beyond mistakes. Doctors operate on people,
and then they forget some stuff in
there. Journalists write stories. Mistakes are bound to happen. We are not superhumans. Even God, in His own wisdom, doesn't make the whole world laugh at a go. There are days that others are laughing, others are not laughing. So
and people, meaning they shouldn't expect that everyone will come to.
They should create room for us and expect that we are humans. We can make mistakes anytime.
Yeah.
So when it happens, they should just take it easy on us.
Are you still with the Kasa Entertainment guys?
I'm still with Kasa.
And we should be looking out for more stuff from them.
Yeah, I'm still with Kasa. We have a lot of things in stock. I think that initially, as I said, COVID has reduced the pace at which we were moving, by whichever way.
You're welcome back to Y3 Kasa TV. My name is Mr. Jibril. I'm here with comedy, Lekzy De Comic, one of Ghana's top comedians. He has done a lot of shows. I can attest to that because I've been to numerous of them, and then they are doing well. We are talking about the comedy industry and then Lekzy himself. Lekzy, what is the next stage that you think Ghana comedy should step through?
Well, we've for some time, I would say in the last 2 years, we've invaded some territories. I was in Nigeria last 2 years.
Yes.
My brother Obi was also in Nigeria last 2 years, and that's progress. There was a point where nobody would even invite us to their shows. I was supposed to be on a comedy festival in Kenya last year, which we're supposed to be in UK last year for a show exclusively just GH comedians. But whichever way, it has taught us innovative ways to approach the business.
I see.
Now we do radio. I don't know if you know about show WMT on Plus FM. Now we are coming up with another one on TV. That's GH1. Half serious show.
I've seen it.
They have
seen the promo on it.
So very soon, comedy too will be served to the many others or the rest of the world. Those who cannot directly get in touch with us on stage or come to our show, but now they can watch it. Yes. So if you are far away somewhere in Tamale, Burkina, wherever, you can still watch us on TV. I think that's the next direction.
Let me ask you this question. I heard comedians, you love porn. Is it true?
You don't like porn.
You don't like porn?
You don't like porn.
Why?
You don't like porn.
But
even if we watch,
but that's what I've heard.
No. Even if we watch porn, or we come across content like that, comedy, you are not supposed to limit yourself. That's why I said comedy is like a comedian tells the reflection of what happens in the society. So society watch porn. A lot of people watch porn. Before I can talk about porn, I need to also experience it myself. Not necessarily. If I talk about Muslims, I might not necessarily be a Muslim. I might not necessarily be. If I talk about corruption, I might not necessarily be corrupt. But because of the job, I need to put myself in the corrupt shoes and talk about it so people could connect.
What has been the joke you've ever put out there, and then later on you go and sit there and be like, this joke I shouldn't have said it?
That was my early days in comedy. When I started, I think my first year in comedy. I was invited to perform with Jupiter. This story I've said it many times. I think that's my worst show. I was billed with Jupiter, Narrates, and I think Vibrant Fire. It was a late Vibrant Fire. We had a show at Kumasi. It was a Sallah fest, and you know it was for our Muslim brothers. I was the only comedian. So when I went, I wasn't too professional. I wasn't too mature. I had not grown in the craft. I thought anything works any day. So I went there and I decided to pick on our northern brothers. And they got angry and I think they chased me off stage. As for how I vanished, I don't know. I didn't even take my money. I just sat in the next bus
and then you
came back to it. But after that experience, I have grown and I can't really pinpoint. I have had my low moment, days that you see I can perform, people will enjoy it. But if I don't enjoy the performance myself,
it becomes a problem.
I'll call it a bad day. While the audience enjoy, I should also enjoy myself. Yes.
Let me cut it because you have a lot of stuff to do over there. What is the way forward? What do you think Ghanaians should look out for when it comes to comedy?
Well, the content is there, the comedians are there. I'll only entreat the media houses to at least pay a little attention to comedy. Its entertainment has only been centered around movies and music. And
which comedy, in the movies too, there's a problem there. But,
and comedy is gradually like taking a different wave.
With the new guys coming in as well.
Yes. A lot of things are happening in the comedy space that I think people should take advantage. And the media, I think there are millions of people out there who have never been to our shows, and it will take somebody like Jibril who has been to our show to tell them that, oh, there is some progress in GH comedy. But if you come and the next minute they are talking about comedy, and you don't try to counter with the little experience you have, you allow it to fly, because already we have a brand. We are struggling to get people to laugh. You get it? Basically, that is it.
All right, Charlie, thank you very much for coming on my show.
I'm
sure we'll sit down to have, this is just a quick one because of the vibe around 3 Music Awards. I'm sure we'll have more conversations. Thank you very much.
All right.